okay, Google has now started penalizing AI generated content.
I don't have a reason that why Google would penalize AI generated content if it is valuable. So it's all about the keywords and what to get content on. Rest of the process is automated now. We just have to see how will Google react to it. The amazing part is this vlog has been written by AI, but it passes the plagiarism check.
Every celebrity will have an AI chatbot.
Those kind of processes will completely be automated. Someone has said it's the end. Hi everyone, how are you?
Hey guys, what's up? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
So how's the year started in the world of AI?
You have it on your screen.
Yes, I have. And today's topic is also very interesting. Text generation using AI. I think we were discussing it the last time about this tweet about the famous SEO heist that got a person a lot of traffic. But this year started with something crazy. And someone has said it's the end. So today I learned a new word and it is called manually penalizing, manual penalty. What's that? Like what is manual penalty?
Nobody knows other than Google.
Well, as far as I can see, it is they deliberately penalize them for the traffic generated from AI written articles, and now their traffic has practically gone down to zero. Did we expect it? Did we expect it that this will happen?
Somewhere back of the mind, yes, because that tweet originally has gotten more than like 6 million impressions, right? So
Yes.
Somebody from the Google team would have actually seen it, and they would not let somebody cheat their system of how they rank good content, right? And the original tweet was about a heist, and they stole the keywords and they generated AI content and ranked on them, right? So probably it was bound to happen. The question is, from my end, is would it have happened if that tweet wasn't shared at the initial spot? But yeah.
Is it really manual penalty or Google has changed something?
I don't know. It is written over here.
I guess it's a matter of time. We'd start getting to see more case studies like this. But I'm not sure if Google would penalize AI generated content. I don't think so.
So this is again an interesting take that Jake did not reveal the site. So how can it be a manual penalty? I mean, if the site was not revealed, then probably Google has a way of figuring out whether it is AI generated and hence what the content down. Like, isn't that possible?
Also, I'm not too sure that somebody at Google manually pressed the button that all the traffic from this site would go to zero. Not sure that Google would work like that.
Not 100% sure, but again, nobody knows why this happens. If this happens on a regular basis to a few different sites, then we might be we might get on a decision like, okay, Google has now started penalizing AI generated content.
Well, let's just start into this. This is a very interesting forte. Firstly, like, why is it not in the interest of Google to have, firstly, what all can be generated using AI? Like, let's discuss on it. Any tools, any products we have been using for that?
And Mole has been doing a lot of research on this. So yeah.
So I have been for our own use case, we have been using ChatGPT only. But I identified a couple of products. Just go to byword.ai, which Jake used.
Yeah.
So this is where it all started.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, their site was down in the morning. So I don't know if that was a repercussion of Jake's tweet or manual penalty or what happened. But right now it's up.
But that's exactly what they're propagating, producing AI generated content at scale.
No, so the thing is that we don't know yet whether Google would penalize AI content or not. Like, I also thought about it and I don't have a reason that why Google would penalize AI generated content if it is valuable, if it is actually like
Yeah,
giving right facts or giving value to the reader, then there's no reason to penalize. And anyway, we know going forward, everybody would be generating content through AI only. So, of course, there will be changes in the algorithm, but penalizing it altogether, I don't know if it will make sense.
right.
No, the thing is that I also agree. As long as the content is valuable, why should like Google, like if people stop putting AI, it is in interest of Google to have a lot of content, right, for their indexing and all. And
Yeah,
they have actually Byword has a question on their FAQs, like it was built on top of some technology. And for now, they haven't seen any brands being hit by Google Analytics until now. Until now, which
this might be the first one.
start. Yeah, it's just the start. So
Yeah,
seeing where it goes.
now the idea is that if Google penalizes it,
Hmm.
then what is the scenario? And if it doesn't, then what is the scenario? Like what? Where do we draw the line of the quality of content?
Like that is very subjective.
Yes, 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 yes.
I guess there will be a clash of all these new language models, right? So Google, of course, would have something internally to detect these that this is an AI generated. There's a site that we actually was checking out, right? Zero GPT, that gives you an idea of how much of that content is generated by AI, right? So probably the language models generating content would get smarter, more smarter to escape these tools. And probably, I guess, you cannot escape AI generated content in the next 5 years, right? So that's the real truth.
Now I'm trying to detect, see if bywords articles, which byword writes, uh, can it be? Does anyone have an account here? Like we can check if it can be.
Let me share my screen. I have generated some articles.
Yeah,
Let's check on those.
yeah, and check if Zero GPT can figure out whether it is AI generated. But what is that? I mean, in case this happens, in case even Google penalizes it, even for the short term, a lot of companies will just go down.
Yes, for sure, because there's a lot of SEO is being done by AI generated content as of now in an automated way, just like this.
They have been doing this only.
No, I mean, I wanted to see bywords articles can be detected.
So this is also AI generated. We will try byword also, but now I want
Okay.
to try the article that I generated. Let me just copy this. So if I give this to Zero GPT and I say get it.
Hmm.
So like I've tried this and see 97% AI generated.
How does this detection take place? How does this detection take place that very it is?
It is probably the patterns of writing. So basically, when a human writes, it's very unpredictable. If I'm writing something today, then I was writing something tomorrow, it will be very different. And it will be based on my emotions, my thought process at that time. For AI, because it has been trained on some data set, right? So it will have some set patterns of how to write. I don't know now that how like actually
Maybe, probably, I guess,
my best guess.
probably they have also trained Zero GPT on the articles generated by GPT itself, right? So, it knows that how GPT would write certain articles, right? Probably you can game it by prompt engineering, like giving some unorthodox prompts for it to write on. But I guess they would have done a good job on that. That's why ZeroGPT has a huge traffic as of now as well.
Yep. So ZeroGPT was the first one to do this. There are a lot of other tools also who are working on this. Painting, so there are a lot of tools which can do this. But the amazing part is what this blog has been written by AI, but it passes the plagiarism check. I had
very important.
but most of my articles pass the plagiarism check by like different things.
That was the only metric that Google used to rank content on,
Yes.
right?
Exactly.
And penalize on. Like if it was a copied content, you will get penalized.
Yep.
Does Google have any update? Does Google penalize AI content? Is there any update on this? Like from
Not yet.
No official updates as of moment.
Yeah. As of right now, it doesn't. If they say it doesn't. In fact, I have something on my screen on Feb last year. They said appropriate use of AI or automation is not against the guidelines.
Yeah.
So kind of that's what they said on February 23. But right now,
it's also in Google's interest, right? If you have valuable content generated by AI, it is in their interest, because if you go to Google now and you search something, it gives you the results, AI generated results, right? So Google is also utilizing all of that crawled web pages, right, to gather that information and give it to you. So,
because
Google is right.
Yeah. No, it works. Now the next thing is, in case it doesn't, then what are the possibilities?
Everything that you put on your website would probably, like, I'm not going to put my mind to it anymore. A lot of people have already put out small tools where you can just generate your landing page in one click. Just give your idea of whatever your business is, and it will generate the landing page with the images, with the text, with the testimonials, case studies. Everything is made up, but it will be there and it will get the work done. Like the workflow is, you create an MVP, right? If I'm starting a business today, I will not have any testimonials, so I can just put out fake testimonials. That's just how it works. Now I don't have to think about it.
Out of all the things that we can have on the website, the one thing that is recurring and the way the use case will be the most will be the blogs. Because that is what gets your SEO boosted up off page, and that is what gets your site up, and that's what
it's very important for us to understand, for the audience as well. The content should be valuable, irrespective of who is writing it. Either is it AI or it is.
So as of right now, like when we discuss our content strategy with our team, we decide what is our audience searching for, what are the keywords they are searching on, right? What are and we try to create our insights on that, and then decide the title, and then decide the content of the blog. This is the only strategy we follow. Is there anything else I'm missing? Like, this is the process which goes.
I guess this is a more generic process for boosting your SEO. Like when you talk about boosting your SEO, you are trying to gather the keywords, you're doing keyword research, and then trying to gather in content over it and publish it, right, to get more traffic onto your site. But I guess the most of the valuable content, right, goes out there without worrying about SEO, without worrying about the keywords, right? So, for example, in our older days, when we used to be like, I was in job in my first career, the agency or the company that we were working for, right, they used to get all of the inbound leads through the blog. They got like huge clients through the blog. And why is that? Because they were actually putting out valuable content in technology content that the readers were reading, right? And then they just converted into a client later on. Like, of course, these guys are expert at this domain, and let's give them a try and give them a project to work on. So that's how they got 90% of the clients at that point of time, all through blogs.
Right. So now the thing is, Sorry, please.
Yeah. So the use case of blog is not just limited to SEO. So actually, specifically backlinks, right? So that can be created via other mediums also, directory submissions and just commenting or engaging on different platforms with the audience. But for blogs, yes, as Suru said, lead generation is also a very big element.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if I'm correct, then the craft still becomes what to write.
Yes.
Yes.
Than actually writing it. I mean, writing is still a secondary process. Thinking what is valuable, that will still have a lot of human element and a creativity and understanding of the target customer.
So I guess if you want to distinguish between the two, right, you said a very apt statement. You still need to know what to write.
What to write.
AI will help you how to write it.
On how to write it, yes.
Right. That's the point.
Are there any tools or any prompts or any platforms which can also give me an idea on how to write it, or on what to write based on what I do? Like, can they help me brainstorm creatively also? For example, there's a website like.
Then again, we're coming back to the same thing where we are just doing it for the sole purpose of SEO, not giving out valuable content, right?
No, what if I tell in the prompt that I'm not doing it for
that
SEO?
also, see, the aim of the blog will be to get traffic, right? So that people will come and read the blog. For that, we have to research on what people are searching for or what they need. So the process will be
keyword research will be the same.
Yeah.
The aim is to get people, and that will help you in SEO, yes, but the process will remain the same. The process will not change.
I guess the market has become so crowded. Now you need to, like, even if you're doing a valuable content, you need to do keyword research to put something into it. So that people start getting to your platform or to your blog. Yeah.
Yes.
Interesting. And like any players that are doing it apart from Byword, anything that we could.
Let me show you. I was going through some of them today. So we've seen Byword, right? Or let's just create a login. Let's see.
There are like other startups that were initially doing it in the pre-GPT era, like Peppertype, right? You know,
Pepper content, all these platforms.
And yes.
Yeah.
There is Copy AI. That is also very famous.
I also feel there's a huge field of journalism, which will get. I mean, we can have a podcast on that and have a research on these things as well. But journalism, where copywriting is a very, very important part of the puzzle, there, in case they just want generic blogs for traffic, and people also have generic content just to grab the eyeballs and not just for the value. I mean, those kind of processes will completely be automated in the field of journalism. Or news summarization, for example, apps like InShots. These can leverage AI so much to summarize their content. I'm sure they have made something of their own, but now they can do it to an extent which is very, very, very high. I feel so. Any other industries which can change with this content generation at scale?
I guess the field of research is heavily impacted by AI at this moment. In both the ways, in terms of researching as well, and in terms of writing as well. For example, if there's a new student, and they're trying to write a research paper, they do not know how to write it, right? They do not know the structure and how to reference different articles. So I guess AI helps them in writing research papers. And also in terms of, like, for example, if you're trying to study a research paper, right? Research papers can be very lengthy and very boring as well. And if you're trying to extract some information from them, you can just put all of that into a platform and ask specific questions. Something like we have been building, right, for the past few months.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about 1, 2, 3 also, which is again a very important use case of what we are building. Can you show it, Anmol?
Yep. Not sure.
Let me just show it on my screen.
Oh.
No, I mean, this platform is very nice, 1, 2, 3 GPT, and it's like it's the thesis behind this is that it's a chatbot, which is on your website, which is a GPT powered chatbot. So it kind of is like you're talking to the website and asking specific queries. For example, you can ingest as much data as you want, and it kind of interacts with the buyers of the visitors of the website. Like I asked it in the morning that can you help in lead generation, and it said yes. I can ask him I can ask it what's the pricing. So it can actually answer the questions based on what I asked by ingesting the data, going in depth on the website, and it's pretty cool actually. And it also shows me, it basically tells me the summary of what the plans are, and I can even interact and ask the bot that what is the plan suitable for me. And the best part is it's a no code bot, so it's very easy to create the bot, and you can just come over here, you can create the bot, and you can ingest your website, you can name the bot, you can add your data sources and just embed it right away. So it's pretty cool. We have been getting a lot of good feedback on this bot, and one of the wanted use cases we figured out was for buyer intent insights. I mean, we get a lot of visitors on our website, but we hardly ever see what kind of signals they are giving, and normal bots are restricted to the knowledge base provided. And we can even customize personas. So, I mean, probably a music store can have Taylor Swift selling songs, and it can engage with the audience, which it couldn't before. And so I think it's pretty cool. And again, an interesting use case of content generation in AI. We can put the link of this in the description of the podcast in case anyone wants to try it. But
and there's quite interesting insight that I had through Twitter, right? People were saying that in the next 1 year, every person will have their own personalized chatbot.
Yes.
To answer queries, right?
I agree.
So probably this product would also be suitable for that particular audience, right? Every celebrity will have an AI chatbot. Every other person.
I think we can have a chatbot on our on Weekend AI. .com also, in case someone wants to tag. So we will have it there as well. And I mean, why shouldn't anyone have it? Like, it can be the 20.
It's always an agent. It's like an extended third arm for you, right?
Yes.
Who is handling a lot of queries and everything for you. Maybe booking meetings, scheduling things, taking different actions. And I guess the more advanced version of this similar thing would become into kind of an AI agent, right?
Yes.
That AI agent capable of doing a lot of the things that normally humans do. So probably this is...
So for example, if there's a lead, it can also send a follow-up mail. It can act on top of the information provided. Yes.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I was just checking out some other tools to write the articles, like this one, random.com. Again, it's a free tool.
These are all GPT powered only, or they use another model?
I guess so. Can't say. So
people don't like to tell what they're using, right?
first. Classic short form, then later. See, like it's literally one click. Intro and or some
crazy.
So I just go ahead and post. I can create a bot which will post it automatically every day. Now I don't have to write articles, right? So there are a lot of pseudo right.
But I guess the interesting space is to watch how Google reacts, because that's the godfather for SEO, right? And the benefits of SEO.
Yes, I mean, interesting days ahead, and would love, I mean, we will keep a very strong watch on this. And in case you also have any tools that we can try or you want to share, please put it in the comments below. We would love to have it. I mean, Byword is doing pretty good. They have a lot of traffic.
That single tweet had 7.5 million or something impressions.
I mean, it's a genius marketing move. It was.
Yeah.
If it was, then awesome.
And then this tweet again has like gained.
Well, we know this graph was created on Photoshop, and the second one was also created on Photoshop. I mean, we don't know. I don't think Google. Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. So,
Cool.
like, I have tried creating the blogs, I have written the articles, and it literally took me 10 minutes. Now I just have to put a scheduler to it and it will post on my website. And then I'm done. Like, I don't have to write blogs or articles. It's just the keyword research. It's all about the prompt. So in the prompt, you have to give it like 10 it to suggest keywords. Then based on the keywords, you ask it to suggest topics. Then based on the topics, you ask it to create the blog outline. And then based on the outline, then you create the blog. Then you ask it to give that blog in code, HTML format or Markdown format, whatever your CTO wants. And then give it to the scheduler. So this is just one-time effort of creating that prompt, and then you're set.
Yeah.
You don't have to look at it again.
And if you want to make it more interesting, what you can do is like integrate APIs from Google to get actual keywords with the real traffic and rank on them, and then start creating content on them and publishing them.
Yep. So as you said earlier, it's about knowing what to create content on, because that is very important. I can keep on creating content, but if nobody's searching for it, then nobody is going to come on the website and like there will be no traffic. So it's all about the keywords and what to create content on. Rest of the process is automated. Now we just have to see whether, like, how will Google react to it in the coming weeks or months.
So we are also building something similar to, like, not very similar to Byword, but like an advanced version of Byword, right? So probably it's an interesting space to watch, and let's see how internally our tool behaves, and then we share with the audience.
Yeah, we'll discuss on the matrix every like few episodes.
Yeah.
And once we have it, we will also launch it for public use.
Yeah.
I think that's a good note, guys. And anything interesting, any interesting ideas, any interesting space that you want us to have an episode on, please put it in the comments, and please like, share, and subscribe the video. And meet you next time. Until next time, bye.
Bye, guys.
Cool, guys.
Bye.
Bye.